Alright, so as most of you know, I've been making videos called Answers to Audio Questions, and I've been getting a lot of questions, and that's a good thing. I want you guys all to know that I am very busy, and if I don't get back to you right away, it doesn't mean I won't get back to you or that I have forgotten about you. I'll show you something right now. I roll around with cue cards in my pocket with a pen all the time. And the reason why is because I like to write things down so I don't forget, because I do have a lot of things going on. So like I said, if I don't get back to you right away, doesn't mean I won't. I usually do get back to everybody. I may not be able to handle all the questions via video. I might have to message you back and or reply to your message with an answer that way. But no matter what, I will get you an answer to your question. Right here we got down for bass. He says my car can only use one alternator. If I buy an XS VCM, which is a voltage control module, at 16.4, will it be okay? I'm planning to run 8 in back and 1 up front. Okay, first of all, what you want to do, because not every vehicle is able to handle this kind of charging system from stock. So what you want to do is call XS Power, get with Nathan, go over the year, make, and model of your vehicle with him, and he should be able to tell you if your vehicle is able to handle that type of charging system or not. Number two, I strongly recommend trying to make room for a second alternator. What happens is if your alternator can't keep those batteries in that battery bank charged, okay, they will drop down on the inside, and the plates that are in there will start sulfating, and that's not good. Once a battery gets to that point, it's hard to bring it back, and they're pretty much worthless after that. Number three, if you cannot make room for a second alternator, do get the biggest and baddest alternator you can, and MechMan alternator should be able to do that for you no matter what type of vehicle you have. Last but not least, everybody buys batteries and alternators and they think it's all over. Not true. What you want to do before you start running around banging on your system is you want to get you a really nice trickle charge setup that's able to maintain a good maintenance on these batteries. Okay. All right, I had to come inside for the second question. It's getting a little windy out there. Don't want any interference from the wind. We have SJDMS 87 says I'm running two 12-inch Rockford Fosgate T2s with a 2500 BD CP amp with a yellow top. Will my stock alternator have any problems? And we're right back to the basics. What type of vehicle do you have is going to determine what type of alternator you have stock. For instance, my Silverado only came with a 105 amp alternator because it's the LS package. Some of the HDs came all the way up to 180 amp alternators in them. So that's definitely a plus if you have a higher output alternator. That yellow top battery, about the best thing you can do with that is go ahead and sell it if you can, or maybe even use it up front and go ahead and add a couple batteries in the back. But I'm not much of an Optima fan. Never have been really in the first place. They were good a few years back, but there's so much stuff out there now that's better. I really like the XS Power stuff. If I was you, I would probably, you know, if you want to do that battery up front, maybe like two D2700s in the back, you should be fine with that battery. Just make sure you get you a trickle charger and like once a week maintenance those batteries really well. You're definitely going to get a lot better performance and a lot better life if you go ahead and upgrade your alternator and do, like I say, like a couple D2700s in the back. It'll definitely perform a lot better. That amp actually puts out 3,300 and some change at 14.4. So the closer you can get that thing to 14.4, the better it's going to perform.